Mindful Beauty is a culturally competent mental health intervention developed by a group of African American students at Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science. The program is designed to train hairstylists on the signs and symptoms of depression in their clients, who identify as African American females ages 18 to 60 with self-reported mental health disorders. Depression is one of the most common mental illnesses that is long-lasting and recurrent. It has the ability to disrupt and impair an individual's ability to function and cope with daily life and can significantly impact quality of life.
My name is Janae Oliver, and I am a community health manager for Kaiser Permanente, and I'm also an adjunct faculty member at Charles Drew University. And I started this program actually when I was a student at Charles Drew University of Medicine and Science in South LA, and at the same time I was working for Kaiser Permanente, and I decided that, working with a number of students, that we wanted to do something that would actually impact the lives of Black women, and specifically around mental health. And so we decided that we would develop this program, and I had really talked to my sister, who is a hairstylist. In addition to that, I saw how my sister would interact with her clients and just how important it was for her to be not only their stylist, but also to make sure that they had some level of quote-unquote counseling. And just in the way that she talked to her clients, the privacy that she made sure that she kept intact with them, it really let me know that she was more than a hairstylist, right? She was this confidant. She was a person that could give advice. And I decided, you know what? We can make this into an intervention so that other hairstylists who are also interacting with Black women can get the services that they need. And so, the birth of Mindful Beauty.
Hello, my name is Linda Susan Husser, and I am a hairstylist. Mental illness is something that I do believe needs to be looked at seriously, looked at differently, because it needs to become more mainstream. I just still think a lot of mental illness is still in the dark. So I wanted to see how I could help in the movement, so to speak, and destigmatize it. And the more we talk about things, that's when things really start to change.
My name is Sonya Young Adam, and I am the CEO of the California Black Women's Health Project. We are a statewide organization committed to advocacy, outreach, policy, and education for the 1.2 million Black women and girls in the state of California. Once we learned about Mindful Beauty, it was a natural fit that we would, of course, jump right in and be a part of this collaborative. And we are so proud of the work specifically where hairstylists have been identified as a conduit to bring about a level of engagement with their clients where they already have deep relationships, but bring about a level of engagement with their clients where they're actually addressing the mental health and the emotional and social emotional needs of their clients. Women come to hairstylists as for considerably more than just making us look beautiful on the outside. The hairstylist in the Black community is a trusted friend, advisor, confidant, someone who for many Black women you might have known for decades. And you might even have a family relationship with a stylist because they do your family members' hair as well. So that opportunity to train hairstylists around the recognition and acknowledgement and ability to support mental wellness for their clients was just a natural fit. In many ways, it's a labor of love and of duty and responsibility and commitment to the uplift and to the growth and to the healing of Black women who suffer from an inordinate level of trauma, pressure, and stress that impacts our mental health significantly.
My name is Dana Nelson, and I have been a stylist for 41 years. In my business, when women sit down and they communicate with you, you immediately know what types of problems they're having, challenges. You can tell personality changes. When people are depressed, or when something's going on, you can tell. And very often they sit and they tell you all about their life. So this program is really instrumental in being able to identify things that they're going through and to be able to send them to resources for help, because a lot of women don't get help for mental issues. The program benefited me personally because I was a woman who suffered from anxiety and depression, and so I was able to, it solidified what I had been going through, and it also gave me some mechanisms to help to prevent it and to identify it in other women as well.
My name is Joy K. Madison, and I am the facilitator for the Mindful Beauty Project. I was working very closely with the stylists to relay the information around recognizing signs and symptoms of depression and a little bit of anxiety as well. My experience working with this program, first of all, let me say, this is an incredibly important and relevant intervention, because I think when we think about mental health, we think about like people seeking support and services. They'll go to therapists and sometimes even their primary care physicians. But the truth is, many people, before they step foot in the office of a professional, are speaking to the people in their community, their coaches, their teachers, their hairstylists, their barbers. So particularly when we're talking about the Black community and making sure that we're having culturally competent interventions, these types of things are important, because if I'm going to see you every week or every other week or even once a month, and we've built this relationship over the span of years, and we have an intimate relationship because there's the element of touch involved, right? You're washing my hair. These things create a closeness that allow people to open up in a way that, walking into an office, meeting a stranger, and them just asking you a bunch of questions, it's a different feeling. And so I understand the importance and the value of creating what I'm calling like a liaison, or like that middle person that's standing in the gap to encourage someone to go in and seek the support that they need from someone that you trust, that you already have a relationship with. So this program has been incredible. We worked for, I think, 7 or 8 weeks or something like that around, again, looking at the signs and symptoms of depression and anxiety. We even talked about trauma and how that shows up, because it's very prevalent in our communities and will often show up behaviorally and interpersonally, right? Some of those thoughts and beliefs and the things that we carry with us from living through sometimes just tough circumstances.
My name is Doris F. Mosley. I think we'll be able to serve our community, and in serving our community, we'll be able to help direct the community and make a more helpful and healthier community. I'm hoping that they will broaden the program and bring more people in, definitely so.
My name is Margot Drew. I am the founder and executive director of the Black BeautyShop Health Foundation. And so my role is to connect with the stylists and to be able to recruit them to be a part of the program, as well as once we start implementing, to be able to follow up with them and to make sure that they have the materials that they need, organize any additional meetings. Stylists have a crazy schedule, and based on the fact the way this program was implemented is that we needed them to be a part of a sister circle. And so with that being the case, we wanted stylists that would commit. So it's really just connecting with them, making sure that they're committed, that they have the time, that they're going to stay into the program. And that's how you connect with them, and knowing several of the stylists I've known for years. A lot of them already do community outreach, and so you look at those that like doing community outreach and give back to the community as well. Well, the uniqueness is the stylist, because even myself my mother was a hairdresser, with mental health issues, so how ironic is that? So we tell our stylists everything. You feel comfortable, you talk, you cry, you share. So it was just really an automatic for the two to connect. And so that's the importance, because the stylists have such a long history and relationship with their customers that they feel so comfortable. And so in order to train them so that they're just not having a conversation, that they're really having a conversation that's meaningful, and being able to give them some of the tools that they need that will help impact their life and make it better.
My name is LaDonna Shores. There's certain things I don't say to my clients anymore because, you know, sometimes it's a trigger. And I learned that because, you know, like I'm thinking if I've been doing your hair for 10, 15 years, I can pretty much say anything, but that's not the case. And just like how to, you know, like work and balance my own self, you know, try to help and say things that make them feel better, or that would make them try to think about some of the things that they're going through. You know, it's going to be okay, you know, maybe if not, you know, I have a resource that can help you out. I've already recommended, so the next class, maybe some of them will sign up, you know. I think we all need to be in this together.
My name is Cynthia Davis. I'm an assistant professor in the College of Medicine and College of Science and Health at Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science. There are multiple things in terms of why this project is so important, and Janae brought a lot of issues to the forefront that I wasn't even aware of in terms of the impact that depression and other mental health issues are having in African American and other underserved communities. So this is why I felt that this would be a very, very important program to not only fund, but to promote and educate the community about, and especially using hairstylists and beauty shops to educate them about the issues so that they would be able to interact with their clientele, to be able to make appropriate referrals for help and support, to help people seek help, again, because of the stigma that's associated with it. And so I felt, well, this is an ideal program to pilot in South LA, since when you look at the statistics for LA County, African American women in South LA have some of the highest rates of depression, because they might not be seeking out those services and their needs might be going unmet. And so we felt that by targeting hairstylists in Spa 6, who have salons that a lot of women go to, and to train these women, and to also identify ambassadors, individuals from the salons who would be ambassadors for the program, that we could have a really significant impact in reaching women who are medically underserved and increasing the numbers of women who seek out mental health services in our community. Is so important, number one, to fund programs like this, and especially pilot projects and projects that seem more innovative, that are culturally specific, and that you fund collaboratives. You get greater support, you have a greater impact in the community, you get greater buy-in because of our connections with all different constituencies in the community, and so that they really need to look into programs that are innovative, that are culturally specific, that are addressing an unmet need, and to fund them at a substantial level so that they can have a greater impact. But long-term funding so that you can really do appropriate formative and summative evaluation to be able to maybe move into the area of research, where you can develop some evidence-based programs that could have even a greater impact and reach larger numbers of people. And it was felt that the university would be an ideal candidate to take the lead on this project, because we have researchers there and evaluators there that could help us as we put the program together, and because Drew is known significantly in the community, he could again promote the program more readily in the community because of the affiliation with the university. We could provide all the type of support that they needed to make sure that the program is successful in the long term. And so in closing, I really would like to say we really appreciate all of the support that we've gotten from our funder, our main funder, which is Kaiser Permanente, that they had the vision to fund this project, and they've been working closely with us with this project, and really want to thank all of the other collaborating partners as we've moved. Like we're in phase 2 of the program right now. We've already trained our first cohort of stylists, and now we're in the implementation phase and getting ready to train our second cohort of stylists. And it couldn't have happened without the vision and the support and working together of everybody that's in the team and that's in the collaborative. So I want to thank all of them as well.
My name is Annette Bozeman. I've been a stylist for 42 years. I was able to recognize different things with my clients and give them the resources that they needed already. But this program helped me personally as a stylist. Oh yes, I look so forward to the meetings. Every Tuesday we met and I was able to grow as a person and as a stylist. The salon is a place where you let go because you're at your rawest stage when our makeup is gone and our hair is wet and we're sitting there with our plastic capes on and we get to talk to one another. We get to share what we're going through and you get to tell your story so that that person will know that they can make it. If I did it, you can do it. We can help each other.
Thank you, and I appreciate UCLA for the support that you've given us today to provide this PSA, spreading the word for recruitment, and for, of course, we need more funding. So thank you very much.